early onto these heroes. You can find and poke them, not only just going for the relics.
Ρε παιδιά, ο Θέμης ανέβηκε 3-17.
Relics in this early game because they are random in the generation.
Παιδιά, αν δεν ξεκινάει πρέπει να το ανοίξετε εσείς. Για μένα κάποιο λόγο δεν δείχνει.
Εγώ δεν ξέρω πώς να ανοίξω stream. Δεν έχω ξανανοίξει. Μόνο πάει ο Θέμης.
Wing messenger again. I was talking to Mist. He said it's his favorite tech in the game, and he's getting it right away. That just gives you a free respawning Pegasus, and that makes scouting so easy. And you can see the Caladria there, that red beam. It's a time debuff on those units, slowing them. Both the general feedback of the power of these gods is that you have the centaurs in the back line casting their volley, and it deals massive damage.
That's an accusation to Discord.
In the melee fight, where these melee counters to cavalry have to be.
It's a tricky thing. I think historically in Age of, when the games first come out, cavalry does kind of end up being the king, right? Because you have to learn how to react to it. You have to be patient a lot of the time here. But he's going to start to boom. He's got a second TC going up now. Knows about it. Oh, the Carnivora! This did get nerfed. So this unit is building, but its crush damage got reduced. So this isn't the end of the world.
Τώρα παίζει.
But it is going to be a pain in the ass.
Πολύ ωραίο το θέμα αυτό.
Έλα, παίζει τώρα παιδιά, sorry.
Same logic behind why he loves the Pegasus upgrade so much. And there is going to be a reflected idea of going for a second TC. Nice denial there with the Caladria able to get the slow. So it is
Ξανακάνω start, περιμένετε.
To the south is a bit further out because we've secured him more food safely. But
αν δεν παίξει ξανά, ναι, κάνω.
Right in the east and west corner, we've got Gaia units that you can go harvest. I'm not sure if he scouted it because they are very recluse in the back there.
Yeah, definitely going to be an important back hunt to be able to save and use later.
Κολλάει το stream που βλέπεις, δεν κολλάει το stream που κάνεις. Τώρα νομίζω έφτιαξε.
It's the bias as a kid of watching Hercules and the Pegasus character from that.
Έλα, Raider, νομίζω τώρα είμαστε καλά.
Οκ, δικό σας.
That's a lot of food actually at home. I didn't quite realize RecoN got his hands on that much. A bit of a tricky one here because usually there is quite a lot of sheep that spawn around the center, and whoever gets there first has a huge edge.
Yeah, and Uranus has a pretty good advantage with that because you can just send 3 scouts, and you don't really need to know exactly where they are. You just walk into them and capture them, right? So having 3 scouts there can be really useful. Unfortunately for RecoN, he has nothing that shoots up in that situation. So the Pegasus might have been slowed down, but it didn't really bother him too much.
And he's starting to stack on the front side, so looking to apply a little bit of pressure and feel more
free behind.
Carnivore already being removed is a very big deal. The shockwave can be dangerous, but it requires very specific placement and timing to maximize the damage.
And here we have it. The Terma to be able to defend now.
And you see the Centaur effect there, right? When it first got introduced, a lot of players thought it was a little bit
overwhelming because it doesn't look that impressive to start the fights,
but over time,
Πού δηλαδή πάνε και τα δύο τα παιδιά.
Ναι.
Yeah, we can see a big difference here in that RecoN isn't able to go to the food that he was looking for, and that has delayed his age up pretty significantly.
Meanwhile, on the other side,
Μα είναι τόσο πάει πιο αργά το game,
his way.
καλύτερο που είναι στο μάχη ο Greek.
Yeah, this is going to be really, really potent.
Wait, that's Nemean Lion, right?
Οι άτρατες θεωρούνται σπασμένοι σε αυτή τη version του Mythology, στο Retold.
Ναι, είναι δυνατή. Δεν θεωρώ, πέρα από τώρα δεν θεωρώ κάτι σπασμένο.
Yeah, and it's interesting. I was talking to Mista about this, and
να ζητήσω ένα συγγνώμη παιδιά, αλλά είχαμε ένα πρόβλημα στη σύνδεση. Να στείλουμε ένα μηνυτήριο.
So RecoN maybe just going for the really potent timings with Chaos and just trying to win a big fight and maybe win the game quickly.
I think he's also feeling pressured by the Nemean Liar presence, right? Because when that comes in with the stun, you almost want to counterplay with the Chaos, so they're attacking each other and not just attacking you. It's a very big deal in this matchup. So.
But we talked about this a bit. The first Chaos might not be that good if Mista's quick on the draw and doesn't have to waste Ceasefire, which he hasn't put his units in really aggressive positions, which is often something that Ceasefire enables. But when you have a god power that Ceasefire is very good against, it can be very wise to save it.
Όσο πολύ έχει αλλάξει το παιχνίδι με τα επαναλαμβανόμενα god powers, όσο πολύ.
The interesting thing about Age of Mythology is in every RTS preparation is key, but the way that Myth treats that preparation is different. When you consider the curse that when you consider the Chaos is there, the Shockwave is there. you have to take a very different
Ευχαριστούμε,
approach when all
Smartest.
those god powers are
Hey.
on the agenda. And we're going to have to see how Mr. approaches it as he begins to march in. A little bit of harassment coming out, but nice garrison the man to be protected. The Nemean line is definitely a particular issue here. It makes the initiation
Μια
very
χαρά,
sticky
εσύ.
for Oranos.
It's kind of cute. You have the Nemean lion with his two little
baby
golden lions,
kitties.
baby. And it's like, I'm imagining the
Oh,
Nemean
yeah,
lion
can
is
you
going
rate
to
the book?
roar,
It's
eventually
almost
stunning the
ridiculous.
enemy. And I'm just expecting the little golden lions to go meow.
So nice raid on the backside. I like the idea there from Mr. that he has to be going for extra food soon, right? Otherwise he's going to have to make a
We
farm
stream,
transition, just like in any Age of game. Farm transitions
as,
cost you something. They're not a
Often
free
as we can.
way out of your problems. They actually are
We do
pretty
community
burdened
streams.
this early on in the game. We have at least got a castle drop coming in.
Our
from the gold, so
internal
that's gonna give us
tourneys
longevity.
and
Nemean
also
Lion Roar is gonna come out, and
games
pitch
people
one,
play.
but unable to get it yet. So good
Rated
reactions there
the
at
castle.
RecoN to make sure he doesn't get
In all Age
slapped.
of Empires games.
Yeah, it's been a really important addition of these high paths
Trying to get
Mista to be able to deal with the Murmelo.
basically the Greek community for everything Age of
So
Empires,
it's quite
Age of
interesting
Mythology,
here. A third TC.
and now
Oh
we
my
are
God.
casting
And it's
Wow.
like not. Naturally, you'd think
Our
this is more like
beloved
RecoN's, but
member,
the weird thing with the
TheMista.
spawns on this map this time around is the settlements are kind of flowing you towards each other.
Okay,
in
TheMist is
almost a
going
reverse
to
direction.
try to see.
So this is going to be a cool staging point though, because all the attention right now for RecoN is on that
Ωραία.
north side.
Για
We
σας
saw
τα
the
ελληνικά.
powers drop there to guarantee the gold, but it may be protecting gold. This south side,
Το
with
περίεργο
Wood
είναι όμως
Wood,
ότι
that
ο
doesn't really have the same layer
Ορανός
of
έχει
protection.
πολύ καλύτερο εικό από τον Έλληνα.
You can see
Mhm.
it's
Και
really
παρά αυτό
smart
είναι
play
στην
from
άμυνα.
Mista so
Που
far. He's really
δεν
not
κάνει
been
κάτι,
using his
απλά είναι
units,
το
he's
lose
been
για τον
keeping
Μήπως
them
θέλει να
in
το
armor
πάει
runs,
late, να
trying to
εκμεταλλευτεί
take
αυτό το
out,
boost
like,
της
his
οικονομίας για να το
little
χτυπήσει.
triangles, and
Ω,
that's
άμα
one of the
πάει
big
late
keys
έχασε,
to
δεν μπορεί να
Ναι.
παίξει.
Chaos.
Αυτό δεν θες να πας με το
Farm now
Trix late.
coming in.
Έχουν το πιο δυνατό
Wondering
στρατό.
actually, is it going to be RecoN to make the first move? I mean, his army. Do you feel like Caladric
Whoa,
keep their potency?
TC4.
Are you kidding me?
But that's gonna get
Ανέβηκε
spotted.
και
This could
Αφροδίτη
be
που
really,
σημαίνει
really
θα
bad
μπορεί
for
να
Mista if
σπαμάρει
he's not
και
careful.
πολλά mid units.
It's been noted.
There's also the
Legend.
potential for another carnivore drop, which I would love to see
Κακό
here.
δεν
Just
μπορεί να
on the
κάνει
backside,
τους ήρωες.
body blocks.
This might have to be a ceasefire
Ουρούλια.
usage.
He's close by. He could react quite quickly to this.
We
Let's
could see
see.
a shockwave on the bills.
Ξέρεις, μην πάει 4 TC.
Θα το χάσει το TC αυτό λογικά. Είναι ναι, τέταρτο αυτό.
The TC is not
Εγώ αυτό τώρα το θεωρώ great,
However,
δεν ξέρω
he
τι μπορεί.
spots
Αλλά
the
θα είναι
army on the
εξτένσιο.
edge.
Είναι
This may
θέμης.
force
Μόνο
RecoN
δεν
back,
μπορώ να το
especially
πάρει.
the backstab.
Πω, πάει να τον...
The cavalry's now coming in, the center.
Για να δούμε, τους πάει από πίσω.
Can he prevent this settlement from going up?
You see Mista
Μέχε.
trying to keep his army a
Έχει
little
το
bit split so
chaos.
that they
Πιστεύω
don't
μπορεί να το
all get
κερδίσει.
chaos together.
Το κερδίζει το fight ο RecoN
Problem
θεωρώ.
right now is look at what's
Αλλά και έχει
happening for
περισσότερο
RecoN.
από
He's
θέλει.
slowly being pushed into a corner. He needs to get out while he can.
Και
The
σηκώνει
palace on the
πάλας.
east side should give him a retreat point.
Ναι.
And in fact, another palace going up here is going to tempt Mista to probe. He's going to have to back away, and I think instead we're going to see the Greek looking for some raids.
Yeah, and you can see that fourth TC has been secured, so eventually there might be a villager lead, but we're nearing max eco in terms of vill count pretty soon.
Shifts outside. I think he's about to get the bad news.
Yeah, I think he's about to find out the hard way that this is not a safe sky passage to build.
Oh boy. Actually, think about
Pretty clever. If he has one here, he could quickly rotate his army around. He could
the Benny
pressure.
Hills.
Yeah, he could pressure both of the TCs here by just hopping back and forth. But the
να
response
δούμε,
to this
σηκώνει
from
μπροστά.
Mista could be a well-timed curse. Could be
Ρε,
just
τον
taking the
δεν
fight straight
καταλαβαίνω,
up.
είναι
He's going
μυθική,
in.
θα
There
είναι
could be a curse
μυθική.
at any point. The chaos. The
Ω,
curse. The
ωραίο στάν
ceasefire.
από τον...
But that's going to reset it all. That's
Ναι,
so
αλλά
beneficial for
κράτησε το
Mista. The things he
ceasefire.
got out of
Καλά
that. The
έκανε.
chaos is a really big deal here because look at the favor generation. RecoN doesn't have another one in the chamber. So you have to be really content with that. Not only does he get the curse, but now he gets to eat his pig as well.
Yeah, the little pigs. RecoN going to be giving up that food, but it is what happens. The ceasefire about to end. Are the players going to
Αν δεν
position
κάνει
for
ζημιά,
a
RecoN
fight?
να έχει χάσει ήδη αυτή τη στιγμή. Γιατί
Herbalist is
ο
going to
Θέλης
be
πάει
pushing
επίσης
forward, looking for
καλά.
a big volley at the end of the ceasefire.
Για να δούμε, έχει
3
βγάλει
seconds
μπροστά
remaining.
αυτά τα
Nemean
seeds.
line positioning is going to be important for this.
Έχει φτιάξει το μακρό του RecoN, ενώ ο Θέλης πρέπει ακόμη να κάνει position. Επομένως, άμα χάσει ένα fight το Θέλης, δεν νομίζω να μπορεί να πάνε νefit. Άρα πρέπει να είναι πολύ προσεκτικός. Ωραίο 40
Μάλιστα, από
που
πίσω
φέρνει.
πηγαίνει.
Πολύ ωραίο 40 που φέρνει.
Για να δούμε. Πάμε γερά.
Οι σάτυροι παράνε τους ήρωες για κάποιο λόγο. Κακό μόνο του.
To keep Mr. locked in position, and there is another roar coming up, but Mista doesn't have as much punch as he would have at the beginning of this.
Yeah, the three satyrs just did so much damage there. They just get briefly stunned. But the reinforcer from Mista, are they enough?
Another line
Για να δούμε
down.
τι κρατήσει.
Αν αυτά ήταν μαρμίλο με 10 καταπέλτες, θα είναι πολύ πιο δυνατός ο Ρίκον.
Το ψηλό ισορροπή πάντως.
Ο Θέμης τους ωραίες σκοτώνε το κάστρο πάνω, γι' αυτό δεν είχε άλλο.
Αυτό θα δω.
Καλό αυτό τώρα, λίγο κέρδισε το...
Yeah, and now he doesn't really have time to apply any pressure here. He has
Αυτό
already
νομίζω να είναι
succeeded
GG
into that
φάγελο.
sky passage, but I don't think he's going to be able to do too much
Έτσι μόνο
offensively
θέλει
yet.
μπορεί να κάνει τους Greek να φαίνονται εύκολοι στο
He's
μάκρο.
sending everybody, he's sending the boys, switch the game up, change the pace. There's no ceasefire to buy time
Και
for
Θέμης
Mista. There's several destroyers in the mix here.
κατευθείαν
This
έβαλε
pace
το
is going
κάστρο.
down so fast.
And he brings the sellers as well. It's like, this is
Για
my
να
home
δούμε.
now, son.
Το
Get
έχει
out
κάνει
of here.
fortified,
The question
ναι.
is, what's the response from Mista? He's trying to get the keep up there. In the meantime, he's going to start rushing in towards the goal location as well.
Μπαίνει μέσα, αν του φάει αυτούς, χτυπάει τους πολίτες και μετά του κάνει μεγάλη ζημιά στην οικονομία, σωστά?
Ναι, μπορεί να τον πέσει άλλο από την άλλη.
Για να δούμε τι γίνεται από κάτω. Κάτω είναι ο RecoN
Εσείς
βέβαια.
είναι Ποσειδώνας, θα δώσει και δωρεάν μιλήσια.
There's way more economy here
He goes
for
for it.
RecoN.
Look at the reaction, RecoN. He hasn't cleared the settlement yet. The sky passage is going to go down. He's going to have to forfeit the gold here, and likely he's going to lose his own settlement in this area because his response
Πολύ
is
δύσκολα το
going to
κάνει
be
ο
so
RecoN
slow
αυτό.
now.
Θα πάρει ο RecoN, λες.
Ο Θέμης, συγγνώμη.
Αυτό λέω. Εντύπωση μου.
Το game αυτό, ναι, άμα σε παίζει τα ίσα Greek έτσι εύκολα δεν είναι.
I mean, the power switch is being ignored. He farms everything trapped on that north side.
Κάτω βέβαια έχει κάνει ζημιά ο RecoN.
A lot of military being lost, and
Κοίτα
now
το
the
pop,
path gun-
κοίτα το
as the
pop.
path's going down,
Τώρα
it means
τι
you're not going to
ζημιά
have
λέει.
access to the gold.
Είναι
With TCV,
ουρανός,
you start to
δεν
set
μπορεί
farms
να
up around,
βγάλει
he's not going to feel safe. And your reaction
ξαναμπεί
is
στο
going to be
παιχνίδι.
so slow when you consider he's full infantry comp.
Yeah, in RecoN, he's just going to be walking back. Remember, they were like,
Τους
remember
παίρνει
the good old
πίσω,
days when we could just teleport around the map, and now they're like, oh, this map is actually pretty big, you know? We made pretty good time last time around.
Like,
But now the economy going down.
Τον τέρι της
Keep
ζημιάς,
chasing.
μπορέσατε
It's
να
going to
δείτε
leak
το
over. That settlement, unlikely to be able to hold. We have got the
Έτσι
credibility on
είναι.
the Another rule comes out, and it looks like that's it.
Από εργάτες
He's
πώς
found the
είναι?
workers on the south side, so Pope coming in
207 με
there.
150.
He will be able to actually protect
Pop.
against it, so no chip damage
Δεν
on the
έχει
settlers,
τελειώσει, είναι
but the
GG.
push continues,
Δεν
and it's
υπάρχει
starting to feel like
στο
RecoN hasn't got
Δεν
enough
πέφτει
army in
από
one
το
location to take a real fight here.
Yeah, we'll see if he's able to mount a defense here, but it's starting to look a little bit dubious. There's some idle citizens still in this area. The Nemean Lions have just been wrecking.
The poke is hard in the settlement. Finally, the Mamilo have arrived. The Roy is going to come out. It's going to
Γύρισε πίσω ο στρατός τώρα.
Able to jump on with the cab and keep on pushing. These choke points are allowing him to saturate.
Πρέπει να πάει πίσω στις βαλίστες, σωστά, αυτές του κάνουν ζημιά.
But it's every time
και μεταγίνεις
you look
παιχνίδια,
up
αλλά
at that
εντάξει,
bar
τώρα
and you
δύο
see a
βαλίσεις,
double
αυτά που έχει
military
γίνει.
lead. Yes, he's holding. But the reason he's holding is because a lot of that hasn't arrived from
Για να
his
σκοτώσει τα λιοντάρια πρέπει να κάνει
Δεν
όλες
είναι αυτό,
το
δεν έχει
κέντρο.
ήρωες,
Now for
έχει ζητάω
Mista,
θέμα.
comfortably,
Ναι.
I think.
Και αν πάει για ήρωες,
He doesn't want to throw away the lead.
GG, GG, πάμε!
God knows he's done. He's cooked in game number one. Missed. Hopeful element here. Be a harmless kitty.
Yeah, no, that was a really interesting game there. I thought the Sky Passage play. Then the fight there, it just wasn't quite there. Mista was able to afford having 10 melee units up there on the north, taking out a palace. And eventually they finished it off and came and rejoined. And meantime, just been completely
Μόνο που
wiped
σκέφτεται τώρα, Θέμης, άχ και να έχουμε
Timing
τσιγάρο.
mattered a lot there, right? Like taking that palace was critical to enabling his
σίγουρα
gold surge.
αν τον
On
άφηνε
top of
το
that,
άνοιγε
he was
όπως
fully
είναι
aware of the Sky Passage play that was on the agenda.
στο
It
PC.
felt like RecoN needed another 30 seconds. If he got 30 seconds to that teleport across, he could have
Αν
done
μου
some
τον
damage
άφηνε να
and he could have
καπνίζει,
got back.
θα παίζει
But
ακόμη
the
καλύτερα.
swift
Μετά
swooping
δεν θα...
by Mista was key here. It's
Ναι,
one game
και
the
τι του,
victory.
κάτι
You saw
άλλο
σταμάτησε,
RecoN almost
δεν
hesitant to
σταμάτησε.
even try and get a few troops into that Sky Passage because if you ungarrison half your army, you're doubled on the other side, right? You're going to lose the Sky Passage immediately afterwards, you're going to lose the army, and it's definitely GG. So I think in a way RecoN's reactions was correct there, but Mista already now proving like why he is the favorite person here on the stage.
Yeah, I mean, Mista, that was. It's hard to see the flaws there, right? It's hard to see what the weakness was to his strategy. From early classical, he had map control. We saw that really early on. RecoN was trying to take Hunt in different areas. Even the Hunt in the very back of his base. He had a manor for the two citizens back there, and they had to use it. several times there were 3 Hippocons and a Centaur running back there with Atlanta, of course, and they were just idling everything there, idling everything on the front, and it just kept kind of slowing everything down. We had a later timing to heroic.
Ωραία το πήρε. Πάντα το πρώτο παιχνίδι είναι σημαντικό, έχει τη σημασία του. Τι έγινε εκεί, τα ρίξε όλα κάτω. Βλέπω πολλά χαρτιά εκεί στο θέλει. Μουσκευα.
Εγώ νομίζω ίδρωσε θεμείς, έχει αμφωθεί.
Ελπίζω να μην μας δείξουν τις τουαλέτες στο κάστρο, ξέρετε πως είναι.
Εκεί τον έβαλαν το θέμη.
TV show. That's right. There's no shortage of epic places in this castle, but this particular a fan of balconies and or sad ladies. You might remember the Olena Jarrell scene that was filmed right here.
Γενικά αυτό το matchup ευνοεί τον ουρανός.
It's an epic shot if you're just standing here.
Το παίξει υπέροχο.
Πιστεύεις δηλαδή ότι ο ουρανός ήταν ο δυνατός πολιτισμός του RecoN?
Όχι του RecoN, απλά σε αυτό το map.
Ο RecoN ξέρουμε που έχει υπεροχή, σε κάποιο χάρτη, σε κάποιο map.
Όχι. Ο RecoN μου φαίνεται πιο aggressive παίκτης. Επομένως σε εμάς που είναι πιο aggressive θα παίζει καλύτερα θεωρώ.
Ωραίο μέρος στην Ισπανία. Εγώ που πέρασα πάνω από την Ισπανία, τα 2 τρίτα της είναι άγωνα, παιδιά. Ειδικά κατά εκεί που είναι Μαδρίτη είναι ένα χάλι μαύρο. Είμαστε το H for Greeks, είδαμε το πρώτο παιχνίδι του Θέμη. Best of 5 είναι.
Can we just make it a 2-2 draw and can just everyone be a winner? They can share custody of the trophy. That's right. They're close enough. They'd be okay with that. I'm sure that'll be fine. But look, it's been fantastic. It's incredible seeing little spots like this. There are some other places around the castle as well that people may recognise from Game of Thrones, but you know, even not considering the way that
Σας περιμένουμε στο Discord μας.
It's a spectacular landmark here, and we're seeing spectacular games play out on the stage as well. So an incredible weekend. And Zoe, we better get back to wandering around trying to find the next place that we're going to show all of you. That's right. We'll find something else for all of you. So thanks for.
Okay.
Για πείτε το κι εσείς. Ρενάτο.
But you know what? Hopefully these guys have got enough left in the game.
We probably shouldn't make too much fun of how to say it.
We're not making fun. Because that means you mean the world to me.
Oh, that's very romantic.
And you know what? This grand finals means the world to me.
I think RecoN has said that to Mista, by the way.
Probably. Yeah. Which is worrying because
probably back.
Because they both got like partners.
No, but it's a brotherly love.
I know. It's like, you know, I say it's a brotherly love, which is appropriate because they're kind of similar ages. Sometimes when I look at those two, it feels more like a father-son relationship, you know?
Yeah, I can see it.
Είμαστε back.
One map's plan was to be more experimental.
I think Mista also is just thinking to see if RecoN's able to reset here.
Το επόμενο map είναι Medit.
Okay, that done okay. They
Can we go back? Well, okay, they want Norse. Oh, yeah.
No.
Maybe he can come up with something that RecoN hasn't seen him practice yet, but Loki is just so dominant. He was saying that he didn't like cast a, you know, just a god power on
the crowd, like you just win.